And sometimes it's a little bit scary to pull up old project files because sometimes things don't work. And even still now, I think it's such a unique style of beat. Now, because this is inspired by DJ Mustard, as you should, you got to put the chants in here. The haze, the classic haze. It's that simple.
She feels like a Ferrari, oh, body on me saying shawty, oh, feel it shake when she park it. Got me locked in like a target, shining a light, can't take my eyes off you. Dope, pure elegance mixed with a little danger. Just wanna meet you, don't wanna be strangers.
My name is Carl, also known as Young Brizzy. I've been making music for about 9 to 10 years. Started writing my own stuff, and recently I dropped a song called Like a Ferrari, and I'm going to show you how I made that beat. Now, there's 3 main factors that made the Like a Ferrari beat so easy for me to write to, but we're going to get into that after we go through a project file, and I'll show you how we made the beat. So let's get into it. Now, as you can see, this is my folder on my hard drive with all my project files, and the original name for the beat for Like a Ferrari is called Cherry Vape. I don't know why I called it Cherry Vape. As you can see, this was created on the 19th of the 10th, 2025. So let's open up this project file. And sometimes it's a little bit scary to pull up old project files because sometimes things don't work. So let's see how this goes. Yep, everything works, which is cool because it was a pretty recent beat, so everything should be all good for us to look at. Now, just for context, we go in here, info. Now, this project took me an hour and 6 minutes to make. Now, that sometimes includes the mixing and mastering and rendering out stuff, so it might have been like an hour on the dot or something like that, I'm not sure. Now, this beat, kind of similar to the Bounce That beat, was inspired by Kid Ink, Chris Brown, Ty Dolla $ign, the DJ Mustard era with those club banger summer type beats. No one really makes those beats anymore, which is why I was inspired by that style at the time, and even still now. I think it's such a unique style of beat. Let's go through each sound and I'll show you what I did. All right, so let's see what we got for the keys. I'll show you where I got it from. Now, this is from an analog lab bank from 2000s R&B, and this is called Keys B. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not sure which bank this is from or which company this is from. As you can see, I've got quite a few here. So this is the keys. So as you can see, it's so simple. Easy notes. So yeah, let's get into the next one, which is a Glass Bells. So it's from 90s R&B Essentials, Glass Bells. So this is the notes. So as you can see, not that much doing with the notes. It's so simple. Now the next instrument is hollow pipes, which I've patched 2 things together. So we've got the hollow pipes, and then we have the Fantasy Bell 1, and this is what it sounds like. So as you can see, the notes, there is really not much going on, but it's so simple as it should be. Now the next thing we added is a Cameron Pink. Now this one's cool. I don't know why I called it Cameron Pink, to be honest with you, but this is a Cherry Vape. That's probably where I got the name from, actually. Let's see if we can find it. Oh yeah, here we go. In the 2000s R&B pack again. This one's called Pluck Cherry Vape. And this are the notes. And this is what it sounds like. Now this kind of plays towards the end of the 16 bars for the verse and plays in the hook, I think. Let me see. Oh no, yeah, so it plays at the sort of like mid to end of the 16 bars of the verse. So then we can go on to now the drums. Now I'm just gonna quickly put the drums into one section here so we can hear what they all sound like together. Alright, so I'll quickly put all the drums into one pattern just so we can play them one by one. Now I'm just going to play the drums and just add each element in so you can hear what it all sounds like. So obviously we've got the clap. The kick. As you can see, we got so much space. The kicks are kind of just mimicking the bass line pattern. Now 808. Hi-hat pattern, simple. Yeah, that's the hi-hat pattern, simple. And then we add the rim shot. Now the rim shot at the end just kind of emphasizes the end of the bar, which is cool. Now because this is inspired by DJ Mustard, as you should, you got to put the chants in here, the haze, the classic haze. So we got 2 in there. And we got stomp. So I'll put a little bit of delay on that. And then we have crash. So as you see, the drum pattern is so simple. Now with all that, this is what we have. Now as you can see, there's not much doing for effects. It's just a bunch of leveling and high quality sounds. Now here is the master channel, soft clipper, and limiter on the default setting. Now obviously we have the beat tags in there. Have to do it for when I'm putting it on my beat store, but I ain't got a reason this beat, so it's all good. So yeah, that's the whole beat. It didn't take too much. Now, why is this beat so good to write to? Let's get into it. Number 1, as I usually like to do, is keep my melodic stuff pretty simplistic. So as you can see, there's only 4 elements to the melodic side of things, and there's so much breathing room for an artist to jump on it, which is kind of by design with West Coast club bangers, stuff like this. Not much doing with the melodic side of things, but everything's there as it should be. And number 2 is the song structure. Kind of like what I showed with the bouncy beat breakdown. We have 4-bar intro, 8-bar hook, 16-bar verse back into the hook, and then verse 2, bridge, hook, and then outro, which is 8 bars. Now as for the songwriting side of things, I did end up putting the hook over where the bridge is, and then having kind of like an extended outro sort of thing. And number 2 is a clear song structure, kind of like what I talked about with the bounce that beat. Have to have a clear arrangement, so it's so much easier to write to. I mean, typically intros for 8 bars, a hook chorus is 8 bars, 16 bars for the verses, 8 bars for a bridge, and outro you can have 4 to 8 bars, just depending on what you want. And that way, when I go to write out a song, I know immediately if I'm going to write a hook, 8 bars. If I'm going to write out a verse, 16 bars. It's that simple. And just obviously write out different verse, outro, intro. Now number 3 is switching up the placement of the high energy for the hook. So normally you would have, say, this part here where it says hook, where the hook is always here. But as you can see, I left a very simplistic here. And then it drops for the verse. So normally this would be switched here. This section here will be over here. So that way it gives more energy to the verses. So yeah, making sure that you're switching things up for the hook and the verses so that it's not always going to be the same. But yeah, this time I kind of wanted more high energy in the verses and kind of like a chill sort of vibe for the hook. But at the end we have all the drum elements here towards the outro. So yeah, that's how I made the Like a Ferrari beat. Make sure you go check it out on all the platforms. Also check out the merch that I've dropped just recently. I'll put all the links in the description for you. Alright, cheers, thanks for watching.
Young Brizzy.